What's up, Oldham County? We're back for round 3 of the Sports Insider.
Today, we're going to discuss the heated rivalry between South Oldham and Oldham County High School basketball.
We'll go in-depth with interviews with Coach Z and Coach Hood discussing game plans for Friday night's doubleheader. He's Garrison Simpson.
And he's Stephen Hall. All this and more on round 3 of this Sports Insider.
Look how far we are. Perfect. I don't rap, I make beats.
Alright, so Stephen, Friday. Basketball game, South Oldham in Crestwood, boys and girls varsity. It's a district game, really big game, district seeding. Midway through the season, teams are looking to set themselves apart from the rest so they get a good seed in the district. So far this season, what have you seen out of our girls basketball team, and what do you think that they're going to do at halfway through the season to kind of set themselves apart?
You know, really, looking at our girls this season, perseverance has played a big key because, you know, at first, Rachel, senior leadership, she blew out her knee, and now over winter break, the girls lost Shannon,
another injury.
Senior. So now the girls have been faced with many challenges this season, and they haven't had an easy schedule. They've played a lot of good teams, and looking at their record, they're probably not off to the start that they thought they'd be off to. Like, they're 3-8 right now, and South, same thing, they're 3-10. But really, the girls, they haven't given up, and I think that's what Coach Hood wants. They want them to come together as one and start playing better as a team.
And speaking about Coach Hood, Tuesday night I got to catch up with him after practice, and he was just explaining to me that this is kind of like a new season for the girls. To him, it's 0-0. He wants to start fresh. He brought up some 8th graders from the middle school, their season being over. Now they're with the high school, and he just wants his team to rebond and come together as one. And he's really looking forward. This is his first year, head coaching position. Last year, assistant coach with the JV. So he knows almost what it's like to be in that type of atmosphere with the varsity level between Oldham County and South Oldham. But it's now his time. He's faced with a challenge. He has to go down in Crestwood, kind of a difficult atmosphere down there. A lot of fans, big crowds, and maybe that's something that his girls, being as young as they are, aren't really used to. And so he was just explaining to me he just wants them to be focused, not lose any competitive edge. Don't let the crowd get to them, and just play their game and do what they want. So right now we're going to send it to Coach Hood and let him explain it.
Well, we had a meeting before practice today, and we started talking about the second part of the season and the district season, and just how we're looking forward to getting better every day and cleaning some things up. We have 3 days of practice before, so hopefully we can start understanding some things that we've seen so far and just get better at them. As far as preparing for any game any different, I really don't. We prepare the same for every game. We try not to do things that we don't do. We try to do what we do well and just prepare them to do that.
I caught up with 2 girls basketball players, junior guard Kylie Nurnberger and junior forward Allie Korzanowski, explaining what beating South means to them.
All week long when everybody's hyping up for the game, and it's a big rivalry game because it's South and they're in your district, and you want to be number 1 in your district, so you just, when everybody's talking about it, you just want to go out there and win, and especially when the whole school's there cheering you on, it just makes it funner.
We all dress up for the district game, and then we all meet up in the morning before school and eat breakfast and go to school together.
As you can see, playing in front of a big crowd is important for the girls. Be sure to get there early as tip-off's at 6 o'clock.
Switching sidelines and now moving on to boys basketball, Stephen, what have you seen in this mid-season? Now turning a new page for the Colonels, starting fresh in this new year, already playing against a tough Scott County team, getting a loss, but maybe taking something out of that loss. Every time you lose, you don't actually lose. You want to learn from your mistakes, and the boys are not doing that bad of a job. 10-3. This is Coach Z's 3rd year, and Just tell us, what have you seen so far?
Yeah, 10-3. They're third in the region right now. But really, one thing I've seen in every game the boys have played is no matter if they're down by 10 or up by 30, they hold the intensity the whole time. They're still trapping, double teaming, getting fast break scores, shooting a lot of threes, taking a lot of offensive shots. No matter what the score is, they hold the intensity the whole game, and that's what's really helped them to the 10-3 record.
All right, so now since we had our interview with Coach Hood explaining his first year as head coach in the Robert River South, now we're going to just take a look with Coach Z in his third year, what it really means to play South every year.
Those rivalry games really just bring a lot of extra energy out, and that's always a positive. To say it's different, it's different teams every year, but the rivalry's the same. It's like, we just want to beat each other, and that's what it comes down to. It's a very important game for us, district seed game, and that's how we're looking at it. That we need to try to get the 1 seed in our district. So that's the idea we're taking into it, but we still want to beat those guys down the road.
As you can see, being in his third year of head coach as the Oldham County Colonels, Coach Z still gets excited for these upcoming rivalries.
Now let's take a closer look with 2 senior basketball players for Oldham County, Jacob Bates and Brandon Johnson, on what playing South every year means to them.
Yeah, I get more excited for this game more than any other games because, the atmosphere is really fun. Everybody's there, all your friends, family, people from other schools are there, and just everybody wants to come see a big game.
I make sure to eat a good meal, and I listen to some music. I usually listen to some Big Sean or Future or Drake just to get hyped before the game, and just normal prepare because we're not really worried about them. We just worried about ourselves, and that's what we got to do to get the win.
This game Friday night's not only about the rivalry, but it's also a good important game for district seeding.
Everyone make sure to come out and support our boys and girls basketball team. Girls play at 6 and boys following shortly at 7:30. So just come out, be loud, be proud, and really show your Colonel spirit. Thanks for watching round 3 of this Sports Insider. He's Stephen Hall.
And he's Garrison Simpson. See you tonight, OC.